Hi everybody, we are going to go to chapter 22. I did 2 chapters yesterday because they were very short and you can play them whenever you like. I hope you've liked them. Please let me know by giving me the thumbs up if you are enjoying this mysterious story. It's got a mystery, it's got detective, it also handles nowadays, the problems from nowadays, or that people face, or their fears, things like that. But these 2 people have found each other under mysterious ways, and with the tarot, because of the tarot most probably. Anyway, let's get started. They found out things about each other, and Maeve thought that it was an end to her special friendship with Rue, but secrets of Rue has come out as well, and they said goodnight, and it is snowing really heavily for the first time, and now it's going to be the next day and they're going to meet up for school. Well, that's the way the chapter finished. Chapter 22. There's talk the next morning over whether school should be cancelled due to snow, which is still falling in the thin, misty drifts. Mum drives me to the bus stop and I wait in the car with her, warming my fingers off the heater. Let's give it 10 minutes, she says. If there is a bus within 10 minutes, then it's safe for you to get to school. But I could slip on the ice and break my neck, a chance I'm willing to take, she says, tuning in her radio. Alan McGuire's show is on, and the weather is his guest of honor. Okay, he cannot stop effusing about the snow, the unlikeliness of it, the weight of it, the trouble it's going to cause and causing. The fact that it's only in this part of the country. There hasn't been a freak snowfall in Kilbeg, he says, since the year 1990. 1990 was the year I was pregnant with Gillian, Mum says. I remember the snow. I was on bed rest and couldn't take Abby out to play. She was livid. That means angry. There's the beginning of the snowball fight happening on the tarmac as the bus pulls up outside school. People scraping dirty handfuls of car bonnets and pelting it against one another. Some of St. Anthony's boys are hanging around, stuffing snow into other necks and into the girls' school bags. I wonder for a moment whether anyone will throw a snowball at me. I walk through with my breath held, my hands on the straps of my rucksack. Nothing touches me. People run around, through me, around me, gasping red, laughing with their teeth showing and their breath visible. The snow has brought something, some return of innocence that they've all been craving for. This is the first real thing that has happened since Lily went missing 2 weeks ago, and it's broken the tension of the moment. Of course no one's going to hit me with a snowball. No one wants to remember I exist. At lunch, I do my best to explain everything to Fiona. She's fascinated by the children of Brigade meeting. 2 truths and a lie, she gasps. We used to have to play that in acting classes. Some people will take it way too far. They would use it as a way of confessing everything they would be holding in. I used to feel strangely guilty for not having any painful secrets. This was exactly the same. There was a weird pressure for people to not just confess, but feel the profound guilt of completely harmless things. One guy almost broke down because he shaved his legs. Then Aaron gave him a big speech about how gayness doesn't exist. Jesus Christ, what did you say? That's the odd thing. I found myself playing along, like I wanted to impress him. I immediately regret saying this, thinking that Fiona will judge me for it. You're not supposed to want to impress guys like Aaron. You're supposed to tell them to piss off. But Fiona just nods solemnly. My ex was like that. The one I told you about, she says. I didn't actually respect anything about him. I mean, I felt like a genius compared to him, but I don't know. I still want him to think I was, cool, fun. Insert vaguely positive adjective here. Yeah, I say, I know. I decide after a brief pause that it's time to tell her. Fee, I say, testing the words out like you test your tongue against an open gum. You know how Lily was spotted with that woman by the river? She nods. Everyone has heard about the milkman sighting. I think I know who she was. Fiona stares at me, her eyes practically popping out of her sockets and out of her head, her lips pursed in complete confusion. And you've decided to keep that information to yourself, then? Ah, it's not as easy as that. No one will believe me. Why? Because the woman isn't a woman. She's, I break off. How are you supposed to explain this to anyone who hasn't had the housekeeper dreams? Who hasn't found the Chucky cards back in her bedside cabinet? She's a demon. Why aren't there any less insane words for this? A demon, Fiona repeats. Yes, not a ghost, not a witch. I don't know either. Both. All I know is that me and Lily accidentally summoned her the day of Lily's tarot reading. I mean, I literally say, I wish you would just disappear, while the housekeeper was staring at us. Fiona whines, oh God, no, I remember that was bad. And the night I got home from your party, I started dreaming about her. When I woke up, the Chucky cards were back in my bedroom, the ones Harris took from me. Yup, Maeve, this is crazy. That's just the start, I say, and explain what happened in the underpath with Rue last night. I tell her everything about the reading and the inside of Rue's brain, skipping the part of Rue's sexuality. Fiona listens intently, her hands pressed together in prayer position, her thumbs tucked under her chin. After I am done speaking, she's quiet for a long time. So what do you think? I break the silence. I think, she replies slowly, we need to talk to my Aunt Sylvia. Your aunt? She nods. She used to do fortune telling in Manila. While she was training to get her degree, there was this salon where they would do nails and tell women's fortunes. They are pretty casual about it over there. I don't know, I say nervously. I can't imagine telling an adult any of this and then just accepting it. Maeve, you've got to understand. She's shaking her head. Ghosts and stuff are sewn into my Tita's belief system. She considers God and magic as sort of a and on a par with each other. So she'll believe me. I don't know. At the very least, she'll listen to you. Okay, I replied. I mean, I trust you. Great. Come over tonight. I'm babysitting my cousin, so she'll be around at like 6 to pick him up. I suppose to be meeting Rue. We were going to go back into the underpass. Well, hello. Not like that, I snapped before adding unfortunately. Well, bring him. Maybe Sylvia can cast you two a love spell or something. Or aren't you funny? I'm hilarious, actually. You are being very chill about this, I say curiously, considering you are a passionate atheist and everything you are accepting the notion of a spirit demon very gracefully. Yes, she says, surprised by her own reaction. Let me think about what that is. She's silent, then pressing her fingertips to her mouth, pondering. Are you analysing your own motivations? I asked, nudging her. Wow, your mum is right. Acting school has made you pretentious. She replies, barely registering this accusation anymore. The thing about being atheist is that I don't have a problem with belief. I just don't like religion. So, witchcraft is fine, but God is not. Sort of, yeah. Fiona continues. I can accept that. Accidentally summoned a demon to take away your best friend, but I can't accept the concept of original sin. It's not defined that I summoned her, I corrected her. Remembering my lie to Rue, we could have both done it, but you were the one who said the words. I know, but Rue doesn't. Fiona nods slowly. Ah, yeah. Are you going to tell him? Right now? I think it would just upset him. You mean it would make him upset with you? And what good would that do? I counter. He would go off on his own and we would be no closer to finding Lil. Lil is Lily. We sit with the facts for a minute, mulling over whether Rue should be told. Let me draw a card, Fiona says, and I hand her the pack. She plucks out the star and smiles at me. Hope, we both say. The bell rings and lunch is over. And that was chapter 22. Hope you've enjoyed it. So there's going to be a meeting, and her aunt, I hope she's going to see her aunt, see what she does. But it's quite magical, and this is also very mystical, also fantasy, because tarot cards aren't like that. So there's a lot more things coming into it, like ghosts and witches. So yeah, what do you believe? Would you like to discuss this in a premiere or in a live? Then let me know.